The Palm Coast City Council will meet this evening at 6 p.m. for the first business meeting of the new year.
Brittany Kershaw, Director of Communications and Marketing for the City of Palm Coast, talking about today's City Council business meeting. Karen Johnson has more details about the agenda.
Palm Coast City Council is conducting a regularly scheduled business meeting tonight at 6 p.m. One of the main topics will be a decision about short-term rentals.
It'll open with public comment, and it will follow with ordinance second read, which is related to the short-term vacation rentals. This is a topic that has been discussed for several months now, and this is the second reading of the ordinance, which means that if it passes tonight, it's finalized.
Resolutions will be the next order of business.
An update on the Americans with Disability Act compliance, and this is a presentation that will go into details on what the city is doing to meet the federal accessibility standards and web content accessibility guidelines, and these are related to the city's infrastructure, website, and public services. Next will be a resolution to repeal and replace the HUD Section 504 compliance policy, and this incorporates new federal requirements to ensure non-discrimination and accessibility for individuals with disabilities in HUD-funded programs.
And there's more.
And then the final resolution will be City Administration presenting a resolution amending City Council's policies and procedures. And this was something that was initiated by the new City Council to improve meeting efficiency and public participation.
The Palm Coast City Council business meeting will begin tonight at 6 p.m. in the community wing at City Hall at 160 Lake Avenue in Palm Coast. For Flagler's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Tuesday, January 7th.
I can teach a monkey to do what I do in interventional radiology. The problem is, do you know the pathophysiology and the anatomy and everything else to help you when you have a problem, when you have a difficult case?
The doctors are in, and they're talking about what's wrong with the healthcare industry.
On the Friday Free-for-All, Dr. Scott Cleos said patients see their primary care physicians regularly, but often go years without actually seeing their doctor.
In general medicine, you got a nurse practitioner, which is great. I'm all for these physician extenders as long as they're used appropriately. Unfortunately, the way this has evolved is that you don't even have a physician seeing you anymore. It's all done by the nurse practitioner or the PA.
Dr. Andrea Cleos says patients deserve the skill and expertise of a doctor.
Our governor actually signed into law that this could occur. And I said the problem is a violation to the people because they don't realize that they're paying for not the same level and depth of evaluation and knowledge when they're buying their insurance. So it's a violation to the users of healthcare insurance because they're paying to have an MD who understands the depth of knowledge, who may, okay, you come in, you have a rash. Well, wait a minute. That rash correlates with an autoimmune disease that's not being picked up and is being treated with steroids. It's not going to help it. You need to treat the autoimmune disease. And so this is the problem when you don't have the depth of experience or knowledge to differentiate that.
Dr. Scott and Andrea Cleos co-host The Doctors Are In Sunday mornings at 8:30 on WNZF. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Daryl Moody.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.
And now, Mike Licio with your WNZF local sports update.
Flagler schools returned to class today, but many teams were in action all weekend long. The Bulldog boys were in a tournament in New Smyrna Beach, defeating O'Galley 56-42 Friday and Deltona 58-47 Saturday. The Dogs have won 8 of their last 11 and will host Nice in the WNZF Sports Network Game of the Week this Friday at 7:30 on the Flagler Radio YouTube channel and the WNZF Facebook page. Matanzas High School hosted the Kiwanis Invitational this weekend. The Pirates faced border rival Menendez Saturday. Curtis Giles had 14, Jezariah McCoy 11, and each made 3 three-pointers in the first half. Big man Alex Davis had 14 of his 18 in the second half as the Pirates closed out a 64-51 win. After a slow start, Davis believes the Pirates have turned the corner.
I hope we accomplish to make it to districts, win the district title, put it on the wall.
His fellow team captain Nathaniel Perry agrees.
We keep making shots like that, we can make a big run in the district tournament, maybe regional tournament.
It was a busy wrestling weekend in the county. Matanzas was on the road for a meet at Winter Springs. Ani Brown and Cardi Michelle took first place for the ladies. The FPC ladies came home from the Cradle Cancer Invitational in Jensen Beach with 5 champions: Alexa Caledonio, Nina Borgman, Kendall Bibla, Mariah Mills, and Anna Villar. The 5-star conference soccer tournament begins today with the FPC boys hosting Seabreeze and the girls hosting Pine Ridge. This is your home for local sports, with updates Mondays and Fridays. From the WNZF Sports Desk, I'm Mike Licio.